everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is actually going to be my series books. This is going to be the part 2 of my massive book haul. So there's about 20 books here, so I'm just gonna get started. The first book I have is actually the second book in a huge series. I'm not actually sure if it's huge. It might be just like 6 or 7 books. I don't know. But I'm currently reading the first book, and I've been reading it since the summer. And that is A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. This is a very old edition. I actually got it at a library sale. So, pretty stoked. As soon as I finish Game of Thrones, I will be picking up this book. And then I have another book that is the second book in a series. I don't even know the first book, so I don't even know why I bought this, but my sister said, why not keep it? So I picked up the Reptile Room, Book 2 in a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket. This is also a library book that they were selling, so yeah. The wording on the side is actually faded, so it looks like the ref. Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to find the first book in this series and actually start reading it. The next 2 books are the first 2 books in a trilogy. I just found out it was a trilogy. The third book came out this year. I haven't heard much of it. It might actually come out near the end of this month. I don't know. I'll probably have to look it up. But anyway, the first book is Black City by Elizabeth Richards. I actually haven't heard much of this since it first came out, and I'm not even sure what it's about, but it feels amazing, and I only paid $2 for this. And then of course I picked up the sequel, which is Phoenix. Love this cover. I love the feather. The next book I have is actually the first, I believe it's a trilogy. It could be a quad, but I'm not sure. And that is Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins. A lot of people have read this, and there's like mixed feelings about this series. A lot of people say they love it, a lot of people say they hate it. I guess we'll see where I fall. The cover is kind of corny, but the guy's kind of cute. Again, don't know what this one is about either, and all of these books don't really have time to read the back. The next book is a book I've been looking for forever. I actually found out about this book through its book trailer on YouTube, and it looked really interesting, and that is Bad Girls Don't Die by Katie Allender. I've actually heard that name before, but I don't know. Can't really see because of the lighting. Sorry. I guess this is like Girl Gets Picked On or something. I don't know. But the book trailer was interesting. I'll probably leave a link to that book trailer down below if I can find it. It was actually really good. Oh my gosh. Nearly fainted when I saw this book because I wanted to get it at a bargain outlet in hardback, but the cover of it was ripped, and I wasn't going to pay $7 for a ripped covered book. Instead, I paid about $5.50, probably less than that because I have discount at this used bookstore. But anyway, I finally got it. Clockwork Angel. Haha, Clockwork Angel, the first book in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. The bad thing is I cannot read this book just yet. Why? Because I have not finished the Mortal Instruments series. I still have 3 books to go, and the 6th book came out this year. So, but I love the cover of this one. It's so shiny. Yes, so I can't really say anything about that one. And then I have Bloodlines by Rachel Mead. I cannot wait to start this book. I finished the Vampire Academy series this year. I loved it. There were a lot of character deaths in that series that I did not enjoy. Anyway, This stars the character Sydney, who is an alchemist, so that's all I know. It's just her story. Yeah. And then the next book I have is a book that I already owned in paperback, but it was kind of torn and yucky looking. Anyway, so I picked up Eragon by Christopher Paolini. This has been made into a movie. All I know is it's about a boy and a dragon. That's all I know. And then I found them. I read all of these from the library, well, except for the first one because I owned it in a different edition. But I'm super excited to have all of these now. And that is, let me get up. The entire Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. These are like the mass market paperback books, but I don't really care. So, we have The Hobbit by Mr. J.R.R. Tolkien. I love this cover. Gandalf, he's so cute. The greatest fantasy epic of our time. Soon to be a major motion picture. Yay. I found this, I found this at the used bookstore for about $4, but again, I probably paid less than that for it because I have store credit. Yeah, y'all. And then, of course, we have the trilogy, which includes The Fellowship of the Ring. Now my phone is ringing. Excuse me. And I am back. What were we talking about? So, now I have the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. The first book, of course, being The Fellowship of the Ring, with a lovely picture of Frodo and Sting. Yes. I really want to reread the series next year. I actually read it this year. Did I read it this year? I honestly cannot remember. I think I did. Yes, I did. Part 1. And then we have part 2, which is the Two Towers. Ugh. Evil. And then obviously part 3, which is the Return of the King with Eragon. Eragon. I really wanted one with Legolas on the cover, because Legolas is like my favorite. Orlando Bloom. But they didn't have one. I actually found all 3 of these in a thrift store for about 50 cents each. And they don't look too badly used. The only one that has the really cracked spine is The Fellowship. But yeah, so excited about those. And then I got an Amish Trilogy. I read the Rose Trilogy by Beverly Lewis last year? Year before last? Anyway, my aunt let me borrow it, and I didn't really think I'd like it, but it was actually pretty good, so I found this complete trilogy at the used bookstore, and it looked interesting, so I picked it up. It is The Courtship of Nellie Fisher by Beverly Lewis. The first book is The Parting. The second book, The Forbidden. And then the third and final book is The Longing. I looked it up and it is a trilogy, so I do have all of them. And I have just 5 more books to show you. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. The 7th book in the Harry Potter series, but it has no dust jacket. And the final 4 books that I have actually are box set. These are the only books that I've bought that have not been used. That series is the Maze Runner series. It comes with the Maze Runner, the Scorch Trials, the Death Cure, and the Kill Order, which is the prequel. Prequel! That is the word. Yes. So those are all the books I have in my massive book haul. My dogs are going crazy because my sister is home, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.